Good morning, everyone. This is Rebecca Sager. This is my resource walkthrough for week 11-16. I decided to jump into Zern this week. I've never played around with it, and I wanted to see what was there for helping out elementary teachers and math workshop. And I was very impressed by what's here. I am going to walk you through an activity that I found at 5th grade. I teach 9th grade science. So there's nothing here for me in terms of my classroom and specific content, but if I apply it to some information that we were working on last week, it would be a really great review for some students who are struggling with exponents and powers of 10. Let me tell you what happened last week. So last week I assigned this digital curriculum reading. I create worksheets that go with it that the students answer on Google Classroom. And the students were doing pretty well until they got to this part right here. And this part has to do with magnitudes of 10. And in the digital curriculum, the magnitudes of 10 walks them through the idea of light years and distance within our solar system. And this entire section is talking about scale of the universe. So I was kind of trying to see, where the students are at in terms of understanding where does the solar system fit into the galaxy, where's the galaxy fit into the universe. And again, this really stopped them in their tracks. So over the weekend, I've been thinking, how could I get this information to be more applicable to my students and something that I can go back and reteach some information in terms of math. I found this great Morgan Freeman Powers of 10 Scales of the Universe video, where if you watch down in this lower left corner here, you take a 1 meter hula hoop, and if you multiply that by 1 power of 10, you'll get a circle of 10 meters. And if you multiply that and you keep going out, you'll end up with a scale model, essentially, of the entire solar system. So I thought that would be a good visual for them. And then I found this excellence with exponents. And I really like the way Zern has everything all laid out, from practicing fluency to timed facts to this great guided practice where the students actually walk through.
100 equals 10 to the second power. 2 is the exponent.
And lessons that talk about what 10 to the second, what 10 to the third means, and that goes right back when we're talking here in our activity from digital curriculum. So after the students do that with Zern, what I could do then is I could actually have them try this Tower of Power and figure out whether or not, and assess whether or not they understand what powers of 10 is. So if we're looking at this after they've done the guided practice and they answer the question as 900 and they get it wrong, they can try it again and say they don't know. Maybe they overshoot it this time and they get it wrong again. What they can do, what I like about Zern, is they'll review it with you. And so my students could go through and maybe they still don't quite know it here, and they get the answer wrong again and again. Zern will walk them through, show them what the answer is, and then backtrack with them. So in terms of work for my class, this would be a great review in trying to get the students to understand what they mean when they're talking about orders of magnitude and 10 to the second. And that would actually go back to this 5th grade standard here, where it's talking about right powers of 10 with exponents. As a 9th grade teacher, I have students of all kinds of abilities, and I may not be able to assess without having something like Zern to walk me through and show me exactly who knows this and who doesn't know this. So even from a 9th grade teacher's point of view, this information from Zern is really powerful and really useful for my class. Thank you very much.